Not fight gun. Let me see if this works better. Usyk versus Fury. I think in a couple of rounds. Touched the bag in a while because I had inflammation in my intestine, whatever's left of it, and I'm not southpaw. It's just a phone. I think it'll be a good fight for as long as it lasts. So as long as it lasts, it'll be a good fight. I think just Fury's just too big for an Usyk, and I know Usyk has fought against he fought Joe Joyce, but Joe Joyce is robotic. You know, you saw what happened when he faced the Chinese guy. Chinese guy's big. Thing about the Chinese guy is that he can actually fight and box. You saw the trap he fell for. I mean, that was just brutal. Chinese guy southpaw, and he caught him with a what I call half and half. It's half hook and half upper. That's the punch he got him with. So he went with a. I'm going to try to mimic it because it's virtual image, but the Chinese guy went with a left, and then when he tried to duck it, he did the half and half, which is half hook, half upper. He clocked him bad because he got inside real quick, and then that's the problem when you have guys that can take a punch. They'll take the punch if you don't teach them in the gym to not take the punch. I don't care who you are. You take enough big punches, especially in the heavyweight division, you're gonna get knocked out or hurt bad. You'll end up with like Ali. You know, so you know, it's just physics. You got a lot of inertia. You know, I had to put duct tape on this because I hit it and it flew off. So I think as long as the fight lasts, it'll be interesting. I don't think Usyk can actually. I mean, anybody can hurt anybody if you catch them in the right spot with the right speed. But that's easier said than done with Fury. Fury is you see him, he's at 275 pounds. He looks out of shape, but he's not. You know? I mean, he's in shape. He trains hard. He just got a belly. He's a big dude. He's 6'9". He can accommodate some weight, and he does it on purpose too. So he keeps some of the weight. He can actually go down farther. But he found out through experience that if you know how to use your volume, your mass, and you're a big dude, and you're the champ, and they got to take it from you, and you can actually fight. Having some weight around you is actually could be an asset if you know how to use it, because you'll lean on people. He'll lean on you. That's almost 300 pounds leaning on you. Okay? He'll do it on purpose. Get you tired. Now there are ways around that. Somebody leans on you, you know, you can go to the body. You saw, that's what Chisora did. And Chisora actually left bruises on Fury's body, because Chisora You know, first of all, he can punch, and he's smart. Now, he didn't fight a smart fight because he kept trying to box Tyson Fury. You don't box Tyson Fury, just like you don't box Muhammad Ali. You know, he'll outbox you. You know, you brawl Muhammad Ali. Just like you didn't box Mayweather. You brawled him. The people who beat Mayweather, well, it was actually one boxer who beat him, but they gave the fight to him. That was Zab Judah. Zab Judah beat him boxing and countered him. They actually knocked him down, and the referee didn't mark it as a knockdown. So that was a referee scoring mistake, and you know, he was the money guy. So, but he got beat by Maidana. Maidana brawled him and beat him. They gave the fight to Mayweather, but yeah, everybody saw what happened. You know, they say, oh, he counter punched them and he adjusted. You don't win the fight with three punches, okay? You know, Maidana mauled his ass, and he ran and grabbed and everything. That's so, and of course he's going to get the decision because a lot of these judges are corrupt. But truth stands alone. Maidana beat him. So on the fight with Castillo brawled him, street fight. You know, he did a street alley fight with him and beat him. The first fight. The second fight, Boyd beat him. But in order to beat Tyson Fury, you can beat him with speed, and you need luck also. Now, if anybody's got the speed and the boxing skills to beat him, is Alexander Usyk. Because he does the cutting of the pie, the slicing the pie that Ukrainians do. They do that number. That's switching. That's kind of a version of custom switch, but it's different because they slice the pie and they focus on the footwork a lot more than their custom switch. You want custom switch with the peekaboo, you gotta watch Mike Tyson fight. You watch his fights, and you'll see what I mean with the switch. They'll switch from what Canelo does the switch too. So, you know, they'll switch and they'll hit from it, from that switch stance and in transition. The problem, the really fast version of Ukrainian shift boxing is Lomachenko. When he'll do the with the lefty, that's different than this custom switch. You saw what Lomachenko did to Haney. He whooped the tar out of Haney. That was a robbery, a filthy robbery. So, if the thing is, Fury, he's got way longer arms and than Usyk, and he knows how to use it. That's the thing, because reach doesn't matter if you don't know how to use it. Like anything, you know, like a gun. If you don't know how to handle a gun, you don't know how to use it. It doesn't matter how big it is, how much range, none of that. It doesn't matter. But Tyson Fury doesn't know how to use it. By the way, this is a great tool to use really fast 1-2s. So you gotta and protect yourself. So, because if you wait too long for the 2, there's a 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. You gotta wait. But if you do a real fast 2, so Usyk's gonna have to do that. Usyk's gonna have to do real fast 1-2. That's easier said than done when you got a guy that's got a 50-foot jab. He can jab you from his.
You've got mail.
Hit you. So, he's going to have to commit to it. In order to do that, he's going to be waiting for you. So you have to move fast. And we saw Dubois, which I think personally that was a little bit low of a shot from Dubois. It was a low blow. And you know, you can say whatever you want to say. You know, it was a low blow. You know, the belt can only be so big, so the whole belt cannot be fair game. So look at the fight. So Dubois actually put his hands on Usyk. So the problem with Dubois is he quits. You know, and you need to take him to the hood for a little bit. Take him to my neighborhood in Puerto Rico. Let him loose for a couple of weeks with the kids at the basketball courts, and do a little street fighting. And you're not gonna get your clothes back until you fight, until you can't fight anymore. Put the gloves on, and he'll develop toughness real quick. So he gets hit. That's what happened with him, and I think Effie Ajagba. I think it fought him, and he was doing a good fight. He's a great technician. He got great punch. Daniel Dubois does. But when it comes to, you take him to deep water and you counter him, he quits. And I don't know if he's got a low tolerance for pain or whatever, but he needs to tough it out. You know, because and I understand these are heavyweights, but this is the name of the game. If you start getting countered and you quit at the professional level, you know, you're not gonna get very far. You know, I know it hurts, but that's what you train for. They need to get somebody in Daniel Dubois' corner who's a street fighter. They need a Mexican for him. They need a Mexican trainer. Maybe, I don't know if Bedstein is still coaching, but, but if Nacho Bedstein's still coaching, maybe, Juan Manuel Marquez can get him in there. Because Juan Manuel Marquez is one of the most consummate, tough guys in the business ever. And he is Mr. Counterpunch. Alright, so maybe Juan Manuel Marquez. Juanma, si estás escuchando, brother, mira, a ver, habla con Daniel Dubois, porque yo creo que ese muchacho puede ser campeón. Lo que necesita es alguien que lo ponga bravo. ¿Me entiendes? Le saca los cojones. Okay, because all fighters have guts in them. Well, you need somebody in the corner who can talk him through it. Whenever he's getting punched, you got to talk him through it. Somebody punching him, you know, the second time you get punched in the gut or somewhere, you can't just drop. You got to try to gut it out. At least try. You know? Somebody can say, hey, you got to bring it, buddy. We're at war. This guy's trying to take your family's money and keep your kids out of school and hurt them. So, and so going back to Fury, so once Fury starts landing those things that those bombs he throws from outside, you know, and he does the, you know, he throws those real big, long right hook, the ones he knocked out Wilder with. And if he lands those on Usyk, it's over. You know, he knock his ass out. So Usyk's got to be careful, but at the same time deliver. So now the thing with Fury is he doesn't quit. You got to kill him to make him quit or knock him out. Now he's gotten hit with some bombs, these brutal shots by Wilder and everyone. Klitschko, you name it. Super heavy hitters, monsters. If he's going down, he comes back up. Yeah. So he is the ultimate blood and guts warrior. He's fought an entire fight. He fought the German dude, young cat, mauled his face. He came back and messed up the kid. So as far as guts go, Fury's got the edge. So he's going to have to outpoint Fury, Usyk, to win. I don't see that happening, but hey, Usyk he's a warrior. So, and let me tell you something. That was a hard low blow he got hit with, and he came back and he stopped Daniel Dubois. Now Daniel Dubois, you saw it. He ain't no chump. He can hit and he can fight and he can combo. He can combo. He can combo it. So, is it going to be a good fight? I think it is. He can actually, if Usyk can do a sustained attack and hurt Fury and keep him under the sustained attack and land on his chin, definitely anybody can hurt anybody. But Fury is too elusive. At that size, a dude like that should not be able to skip punches so easy, but he does. He's that good. So, is it going to be a good fight? Absolutely. Does Usyk stand a chance? Yes. But it's only by points. And in order to win, to beat Fury by points, you got to maul him. And that's just too hard to do. He'll lean on you. He'll work his body. He'll get you inside. He can punch you in the body like a monster. And we see what happens. It's just, I see a knockout. Maybe a stoppage. Could be an early stoppage, you know, not an early. I mean, one of those things where say, yeah, I shouldn't have stopped it. And then that makes for a rematch. As far as boxing, yeah, sure. He'll connect. Usyk will connect. And then, you know, Fury will adapt and he'll use his boxing IQ, his feints and stuff, his long jab, pop, pop, get him, catch him coming in, but it's going to be a right hand, one of those right hands he throws, and and then also he'll just, you know, switch his body and come with the upper, and I think Usyk's waiting. It's going to be his first knockout loss. You know, he can't outpoint him. I don't see that happening. He's just too clever, Fury. He would have to fight a perfect fight for him. Usyk would have to fight a perfect fight to win on points. As far as knocking him out, I don't see a very slim chance. I mean, anybody can knock anybody out, but the chances of it happening are very low. So, it's going to be a good fight. I'm glad they signed it. I'm glad they signed it finally. So, as far as the Ngannou fight, yeah, come on, man. It's just, you know, I love Francis, man. He's a good dude. He got a heart of gold, from what I've heard, and I respect him where he came from, you know. But Ngannou's gonna get knocked out. I'm sorry. It's just, unless he lands a really lucky punch, that's really, really very hard to do with a guy like Tyson Fury. It's very hard to do because see, Ngannou has got a lot of power. The problem with having a lot of muscles, those muscles are expensive. Okay, and meaning they use a lot of oxygen. So he's going to gas out. He's going to gas out. I'm sorry. And you know, I know Tyson's training you and stuff, Mike Tyson, but Tyson ain't fighting for you. So when you're in there against a powerhouse, a true generational boxer, fighter who can take a punch and deliver, and he's got balls of steel, and he's got impeccable defense and delivery, and understanding of the game of boxing, of the art of boxing, like Tyson Fury does. It's just a very, very, very immensely super lucky punch. Sure, anybody, like I said, anybody's got a chance if they throw a punch. But I see, you know, you see when you seen people boxing. I've been looking at people boxing since I was a little kid. All my uncles and everybody boxed and fought. So you see, it's like, it's just too many holes, man. It's too many holes, man. Too many holes. You know, it's just like any of those holes, Tyson's exploiting them. It's just like, that's what he does. You know, that's what a professional boxer does. And a smart one. He looks at the holes, and there goes the knockout. He's gonna knock Francis Ngannou out, not badly. You know, he'll probably play with him a little bit just to get people's money. But you can't play too much because the guy, you know, he does punch. You know, he's very, very strong. But he'll see Tyson Fury. That's the thing. He's been defying death since he came out of his mama's womb. You know, he's not supposed to be alive, man. This is what the man does. You know, he stares death at his face and then punches it and breaks death's teeth. That's what he does.